Hello students, see this question from IITG Advanced 2020 and this question is actually slightly erroneous, okay. The answer given in the answer key is actually wrong. But anyways, let's continue. I'll tell you the wrong method and then the right method. The question is saying that there's a container over here, square container, it's filled with water. Okay, refractive index of water is given. A rod is kept at this point, okay. And a student from a very large distance is trying to look at the rod through this corner. So he will observe the images of the rod over here and over here. Due to refraction from this surface, the light will reach the student and he will see the image over here. And due to refraction from this surface, the light will reach over here and he will see the image over here. So he will be basically seeing two different images due to the two surfaces of the square container. Alright. So the question is asking what is the distance, vertical distance between these two images. Now first of all, what is the wrong method to solve this question that we will discuss. Since this is a square, this angle will be 45 degree, this angle will be 45 degree. Alright. This distance is given to be 12 centimeter. So this actual depth from the surface will be how much? Actual depth from the surface will be 12 cos 45 degree, that will be 12 by root 2 centimeter. Now what is the apparent depth? Your apparent depth, let's call this apparent depth to be equal to h1. So apparent depth h1 will be what? Actual depth, that is 12 by root 2 divided by the refractive index of water, that is 4 by 3. So you get this to be equal to 9 divided by root 2 centimeter. This is the apparent depth. Okay. Now what is this distance equal to? Let's call this L. Okay. This total is, I got 9 by root 2. I have calculated the apparent depth. Okay. And now I want to find this distance L. So L will be what? L will be actual depth 12 by root 2 minus apparent depth 9 by root 2. So that is 3 by root 2. That is your L. Now we apply geometry for this diagram. We remove everything else. Okay. We remove everything else. We have this L over here. This angle will be 45 degree. Similarly, this angle will also be 45 degree. So we have a 90 degree angle over here. If this is equal to L, this should also be equal to L. So the distance between the two images will be how much? That will be equal to under root of L square plus L square. So the distance will be, S will be root of L square plus L square. So that is equal to root 2 multiplied by L. So root 2 multiplied by L is how much? 3 by root 2. So you get this to be equal to 3 centimeters. So this is your answer, which is actually wrong. Okay. So now we will go to what is the correct method to solve this question. And for that we will be definitely needing to make certain assumptions. First of all, why what we solved is actually wrong. The apparent depth formula that we used is actually applicable when we are having a near normal viewing. That is, if the person is standing over here, this is the eye of the person. Okay. For near normal viewing, you use the formula for apparent depth that we just discussed. But the student watching from here is not actually watching from the normal. So obviously that formula will be wrong in this present situation. Now, so what is the assumption that we need to make? They haven't mentioned whether the student is close to the corner or far away from the corner. If the student is close to the corner, then we can't solve this question. It's actually very difficult. So we will assume that this distance is actually very large. Very large distance. Okay. And that means the light rays coming from the image to the student will be almost horizontal. The light rays coming from the image to the student are almost horizontal like this. Okay. So basically what we do, we will assume this to be the emergent light. Okay. So if a light ray is coming like this, then it is emerging outside over here. Okay. This horizontal line, this is your emergent ray. if you produce this backwards, image will be formed somewhere over here. We don't know the exact position of the image, but we do know that the image will be lying on this horizontal line. Similarly, the second image will be lying on this horizontal line. So if we calculate the separation between the two horizontal lines, we know the separation between the two images. Okay, we just need to find the height difference between these two horizontal lines, or instead we could find this half distance as well, and then we can solve. So let's try that. uh, First of all, we'll draw some geometry. Let's say this angle is theta, this angle is 45 degree. Okay, and this is the, here we will have the normal at the point of incidence of light. I'll redraw this diagram. This is your 45 degree angle refracting surface. Here is your object kept at 12 centimeter. This angle is 45 degree. Now a light ray is going over here and coming out horizontally. What did we assume? That the student is at a very large distance, and therefore we can use the horizontal emergent light. This is your normal. Okay, so this angle will be 45 degree, this angle will be 45 degree. Okay, I went directly. If this is 45, this is horizontal, this is also horizontal, then this angle should be 45. Alternate angles. Now this total angle is 90 because of the normal. So if this is 45, this should also be 45. We say that this angle is theta. This is 90 over here. Then if you apply geometry, you will get this angle to be equal to 45 minus theta. Okay, this angle over here is 45 minus theta. Now we apply Snell's law for these two angles. So 4 by 3 sine 45 minus theta equal to sine 45 degrees. So from here I have sine 45 degree minus theta is equal to 3 by 4 root 2. Now you have to open this using a sine of a minus b formula. So sine 45 degree cos theta. So cos theta by root 2 minus cos 45 degree sine theta. So sine theta by root 2 is equal to 3 by 4 root 2, or I have cos theta minus sine theta is equal to 3 divided by 4. Now assume this length to be equal to x. Okay, then for this triangle we will apply Lami's theorem. So x by sine theta will be equal to, x divided by sine theta will be equal to 12 centimeter by sine of this angle. 12 divided by sine of 90 plus 45 minus theta. So we have x divided by sine theta is equal to 12 divided by cos 45 minus theta. Okay, so we have over here x will be equal to 12 sine theta by cos 45 minus theta. Now we have to find value of sine theta and value of cos of 45 degree minus theta. Since we know sine of 45 degree minus theta, it's very easy to find cos of 45 degree minus theta using under root of 1 minus cos square plus sine square is equal to 1. Okay, how to find sine theta? For that we will simplify this equation. Okay, I'll tell you how. We will write this as cos theta will be root of 1 minus sine square theta. I take sine theta on the other side, so I will get this to be equal to 3 by 4 plus sine theta. Now you square this equation on both the sides, then you will get a quadratic equation of sine theta, and you solve that to find the value of sine theta. Okay, alright, but I'll just use calculator for now for simplification. So I'll get theta equal to 13 degrees over here. Okay, so I just put the values directly. So 12 times sine 13 degree divided by cos of 45 minus 13, so you will get that to be equal to 32 degrees. So this will be 12 times 0.225 divided by 0.85. This will come out to be 3.18. Okay, so we have x. Now I know this x, then I can find this height, that will be equal to x sine 45 degree. Okay, so I know this height will be x sine 45 degree. Similarly, the height over here will also be x sine 45 degree. So 2x sine 45 degree is the total distance between these two images. So my final answer will be 2x sine 45 degree. 2x sine 45 degree, that is equal to x root 2. So that is 3.18 times 1.414, and what do you get? So that will be 4.5 centimeter. Okay.